All right, we are live, but we're. Hang on just a second.
Good evening, Evangel faithful, and welcome as we are gearing up for a big night as your Evangel Lightning have traveled to East Central Homeschool here in Pinson, Alabama, under the Friday Night Lights. Your Evangel Lightning are led by head coach Tim Smith, and the Patriots are captained by head coach Daniel Smith. I believe there is no relation there. Evangel enters the contest with momentum led by Eli Black, who continues to carry the offense with his dual threat skills. He's been turning rushes into chunks while still making smart reads in the passing game. At receiver, Ben Davis remains the top aerial weapon. Trey Hope and Isaac Griffith and others give Evangel flexibility in how they attack defenses. On the Evangel defensive side, I wanted to mention 3 young men who have improved their football IQ and become the roaming lions on the gridiron the last few weeks. First, I want to key on one of our seniors, number 56, Whit Bourne, at the defensive end position. He has become a menace to offenses that try to get outside. He comes upfield, stays in his lane, and forces the rush back inside for the Lion Pride to pounce. Next, senior number 2, Trey Hope, who has been sniffing out prey like they are a wounded zebra on the Serengeti, just a ferocious beast. And finally, sophomore, number 12, Cruz Romano, stepping up his attack and closing in on ball carriers and striking them down. Now, as we look at East Central Homeschool, they come into the matchup 4-3 with an overall record and 2-1 in the region this season. They've shown a balanced attack, not just relying on one dimension. Their offensive attack is on the ground with 2 strong running backs, sophomore number 2, Nick Nelson, and junior number 3, Judah Bush. They combined for over 1,000 rushing yards this season. And in recent weeks, they've moved the ball effectively, particularly on the ground. Again, welcome to tonight's game. I am Matt Holmes. I'll be your play-by-play commentator. Producing and working the live stream is Scott Stafford. On the camera tonight, Kirk Stallings, and back in the booth, high atop the scaffolding here in Pinson, Alabama, Wesley Holmes will be our color analyst. Wesley, how are you tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So we're full on into the season. Coming up on the end of regular season games, this is our final region game. We're 3-0 in the region. You have experience coming into these games, late into these games. The weather's beautiful. When I pulled up, it was about 75 degrees. I think it'll stay there. My weatherman, Kirk Stallings, gave me the update. We'll be in about the 70s here tonight. But as a player coming into this game, you've had real success. We've won the last 3 games in a row. What are your feelings coming into this game?
Well, just to go off what you said, 3 games in a row, you have a lot of momentum coming into this one. And like I said, every game matters in the season, but we're at that point where every game matters just a little bit more. You're in the heart of conference play, and you have homecoming next week, and every game here truly just means more. It's that time of the year, like you said, with the weather. You walk outside, it's the brisk cold air. You can start wearing a hoodie again. That is football weather. It always gets me thinking about it. And like you said, what a great time to be here. What a great game we're going to have on our hands tonight.
Absolutely. Just the smell. I love the smell of fall and football combined. We have a great crowd on both sides.
Oh, wow.
Evangel traveled very well tonight as we see the captains on both sides of the field. We'll get to those 2 guys in a minute. As I was watching film this week on this East Central Patriot team, those 2 guys that we mentioned, number 2, that was sophomore Nick Nelson, and Judah Bush, powerhouses. I mean, they run north and south. It reminds me a little bit like Isaac Griffith and Jack Nivens. They don't really try to juke outside, so they may make trouble for us. However, we talked about before the broadcast just how far we've come on defense and offense, but particularly defense, the discipline our guys are having, staying in their lanes, pursuing the runner, not getting fooled by trick plays. You know, as you come into these games, Wesley, and you're a defensive guy, you play defensive end, how important is that position to drive the ball back to the middle to your linebackers?
I really like what you said earlier about the Lion Pride analogy. It works perfect here. So in a situation like this, in a game like this, I see like what.
All right, and we're getting ready to have the prayer and invocation, so we'll be right back with you. I believe we're getting ready to have the national anthem. And that was the Crossroads Homeschool or Crossroads Christian School Junior High presenting that beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. And Wesley, if you want to finish your thoughts, Scott is heading down to go talk to Coach Smith in just a moment. But finish your thoughts.
Yeah, real quick, just want to say that was a really great version of the national anthem. Good job for those kids to do that. But like I was saying, when it comes to a game defensively like this, you were talking about the importance of especially the defensive line. Like you said, they have runners who go north and south. They're not going wide. They're coming right at you. You have to assist defensive ends, whether that's Nivens, Loudon, Whitbourne, who's come on these past few weeks. You have to keep it on the inside. Let your linebackers like Eli Black and other crash down make the tackle.
Absolutely. So the captains are taking the field, and the captains coming across for the Patriots. I'm trying to see. It looks like, is that number 8?
Yeah, so that's
9?
number 8. That's Micah Smith. That's number 2, Nick Nelson. That is 56, and that's Aiden Booth. And that's number 15, who's Andrew McGowan.
Yeah, and on the Lightning side, 99, Caleb Woods. Number 10, Alex Martin. And number 77, Eli McDonald. So they are flipping the coin right now to see who's going to get the ball. Referee's giving some final instructions. Both teams behind their banners getting excited, ready to bust through. And there's the coin toss. Caleb Wood gets a good look at it. He's making the call. And we're going to say that the Lightning are defending the south end zone. And we have elected to, we've deferred. So it looks like we will be kicking off to the Patriots to open up this game here in Pinson, Alabama, as the captains make their way to their banners. It's starting to get real exciting around here. Again, I can't tell you how nice this weather is,
man.
Wesley.
I mean, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and a polo over it. It feels great.
All right, so we're getting ready to go down to Coach Smith with Scott. We're going to take it down right now.
Coach, 3 wins in a row, a huge win last week over the number 3 ranked Southern Christian Patriots. What did you tell the team to avoid a letdown this week?
Yeah, I told them we couldn't come out flat. And we're a little worried about that. We were a little flat in warm-ups. That's a big win last week, and we just got to come out, start fast, and see what happens.
A chance to go undefeated in the conference again. What would that mean to you and the team to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs?
Yeah, that's always big. Anytime we can be in Alabaster, that's big for us. So, yeah, it's a big one.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, man. Strike lightning.
Strike lightning.
All right, so you heard it there. We have to strike first, not be flat, back on our heels as our kickoff team is heading out to the field, getting final instructions from Coach Welch. Is this the most exciting part before the game gets started, just the anticipation of the kickoff, Wesley?
I would say it is. It's the time where right now you have nothing to lose. You can talk as much smack to yourself as you want on the sideline. You can listen to music, bounce around a little bit, and just get overall excited for the matchup. I know that was one of my favorite things was kind of the last 5 minutes up to the game and then the couple minutes after where you've done the work or you're preparing to do it.
Yeah. So as we heard a few weeks ago, I no longer make predictions on what the Lightning will do at kickoff as Nick Sanders heads out to prepare this kickoff. It could be an onside. It could be a pooch. I don't see – okay, Isaac Griffith is out there. He could come around with his iron foot and crush it through the line. So we're getting ready here for kickoff here at Evangel Lightning.
I want to give number 99, Bear Bosworth, number 99. He's on the kickoff team for East Central. Can't say I've seen a 90 number on one of these, so congratulations.
All right, so Sanders making his typical 7-yard drop. Let's see who they have deep. So the sideline very excited. He approaches the ball. It's a deep kick, and he kicks it down to about the 10. He drops the ball, and we're approaching fast. Here comes Isaac Griffith, and we're swarming, but he's still moving his feet. Number 3 is breaking out of there. That's Judah Bush, who we talked about early as he fumbles the ball but makes a great recovery.
Yeah, it was a good job by the Lightning special teams right there to get down there. Had a lot of opportunities. Eventually, Whitbourne wrapping him up. And it was a really nice tackle there to save what could have been a return touchdown.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things we talked about and we saw. We were swarming the ball, but there weren't helmet-to-helmet hits right there as they come out, and their quarterback's going to be number 1, an 8th grader. That's Dax Vaughn. He is 20 of 49 this year passing with 329 yards. He's alone in the backfield. No, actually, he's right up under center. I didn't see him right there. And so that's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Hit immediately by Max Watson. There's Caleb Woods and Cruz Romano attacking the Lion Pride.
Well, Coach Smith talked about pregame not coming out flat. They did not right there. That was a really nice job by the defense. 4-man front, brought both linebackers down for a really nice tackle.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up second. They're going to say just no gain. So 2nd and 10, and that was Judah Bush on the carry as he goes to the sideline. So I'm assuming number 2, Nick Nelson, is replacing him.
And in warm-ups, I did see, well, no, he's back in, but it did look like Dax Vaughn was limping a little bit through some of their warm-ups, but I have to keep an eye on that.
All right, so here come the Patriots. Again, the quarterback lined up right up under center. 1 wide out to the far side. And it's a handoff to number 47. That's Cade Best. And taken down after only about a 2.5-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Nice job by David Johnson right there. Came from the linebacker position to make that tackle and went from the left side to the right side to do it.
All right, so a big 3rd down here to start this game off for the Patriots. As our defense looks very hungry out there. Okay, the reason I'm bringing up Lions, Coach Smith talked about being Lions out there with the team, and I think that's made such a big difference. I thought about it all week as we get ready to defend this 3rd and 8. They have a receiver to this near side. There's a little play action, and we're chasing him out of the pocket. That's Jackson Loudon, pulls him down at about the 39-yard line. That's going to be about a 5-yard loss, and it's going to bring up 4th and 13.
Really nice job right there to get the penetration, and it was overall good protection right there. He went right a little too soon, I believe, but nonetheless, a nice tackle.
Yeah, so great job for our defense, starting out very hungry as the Patriots are going to come out and punt formation. The Lightning currently have no one deep, so we may be going after this ball, but they do have 2 wideouts to either side. There's the snap. They are going to try to punt it away, and he airs it out, and it's going to roll to about, well, good Patriot roll down to about the 25, if I'm seeing that right. No, about the 20-yard line. So your Evangel Lightning take over on downs, 1st and 10, as our offense heads to the field. Wesley, first thoughts on that opening defensive stop?
Really nice right there. They look spirited, and they look like they want to be here, want to make those tackles. Like I said, really impressed with the linebackers. Made 2 of the 3 tackles on that drive, David Johnson and Max Watson. So excited to see those guys throughout the night.
All right, so Eli Black in the gun. He is flanked by Ben Davis. Hope to this near side. And there's the snap's going to be a fake handoff. And our tight end, Max Watson's wide open. He's got lots of room down the sideline. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30. He's down to the 20. He's being chased down and he's tackled at about the 10-yard line. What an opening play for your Lightning.
What a great play design right there. A really wide stance by the offensive line. That shows the trust in them that they have. They brought a blitz, didn't work. Watson got behind the defense.
Yeah, I really thought they were handing off to Hope around the side, and then Max Watson pops out of there wide open, and I don't know, but maybe about a 60, 70-yard gain. It was a big gain for the Lightning.
Looks like the play I ran last year.
All right, so Eli Black in the gun, Isaac Griffith flanking him to his right. So high snap, Black's going right up the middle. Great block right there. But Eli Black taken down at about the 5-yard line is going to bring up 2nd and 5, or 2nd and goal.
And just looking at that last play, a great use of motion by Coach Smith. Obviously had 2 receivers to the left, brought one over, made Max Watson an eligible receiver. Just an overall fantastic play design.
Yeah, and a great lead block. I couldn't see who it was. I don't know if it was Griffith or Cruz who made that block that really opened up that hole. But a great gain on 1st down. It's now 2nd goal from the 5. So Black right up under center. We're going to call this the piggy formation. We have Watson at fullback and Jack Niffins at tailback. And it's a drop snap. And I believe he jumped on it right away, so that's going to bring up 3rd down. Those tough snap exchanges, that can kind of shoot yourself in the foot and just sometimes get in your head, but we've seen that Eli Black really bounces back sometimes from those errant plays like that as he gets the call from Coach Smith to the huddle, and Ben Davis is going to come out for a breather as it's 3rd and goal, again from the 5-yard line.
And it's one of those no harm, no foul plays. Obviously, you'd love to have it back, but no loss in the play and kept possessing.
All right, so we have 2 wideouts, Hope and Cruz, to this near side. And Coach Smith is calling a timeout for the Lightning. So that's the first timeout. So we're going to take a quick break with you. You are watching Evangel Lightning football.
Yeah, I'm going to take a minute to try to fix the replay screen. It's somehow it got messed up. But just want to mention our first quarter period sponsors are Keys and Crimson Septic and Construction. And I also want to mention that we are in the black hole here at Clay City Park. We have a terrible upload signal, so the stream might be a little choppy tonight. But I'm going to take a minute to fix this video issue or replay issue, and y'all can keep talking.
All right, so our Lightning, that was perfect timing, Scott. Our Lightning back on the field after a timeout called by Coach Smith. And we are knocking on the door as we come out in the gun formation again. 2 wideouts to the far side. They have 4 down linemen. Another high snap, but it's a handoff to Griffith, and he is closed in on. Hard tackle, but that's number 3, Judah Bush. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And you got to hope that those things don't get in your head. One bad snap tends to lead to another. That one high just threw the tempo of the play off a little bit. Nowhere for Griffith to go.
Yep. So Davis back into the game. Cruz coming out for a breather as it's 4th and goal, and we may have gained a yard, so we'll say on the 4-yard line.
I believe they can get a first down.
It's 4th and 2.
Oh, okay. I didn't even the sticks are so far off the sideline. So 4th and 2. Thank you, Kirk. And that's Kirk with a K, guys, not a T. Another drop snap as Eli's trying to get around the corner, looking to throw it back across the field. He's ineligible. But he caught it anyway, trying to make, and he gets in for a touchdown, Lightning. Is that
legal?
We do that?
No flag on the
that
play.
That was
as
number
of yet.
54, Wyatt Chandler.
He was on the end of the line, so he was eligible.
Wow.
Thank you for keeping an eye on that for us, guys. So touchdown, the first of his career, Wyatt Chandler, a senior. We'll have to update the stat sheet this weekend on that one.
Can't say I've seen a play like that look like a disaster, but I guess it was somewhat designed to roll out to the right.
Wyatt Chandler as we're attempting a 2-point conversion. And so Eli looking to run. He's trying to jive and jive, and he gets in there, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion for your Lightning.
And that's just great patience right there by Eli to just make sure the hole opens up before you just run in there. And give a lot of credit to him on that last play. That play was dead. It looked like we were going to get tackled for about a 10-yard loss. Little Johnny Manzelis was able to get it to his man.
Yeah, again, I mean, Eli, he's just a junior, right?
That's correct.
And just to handle that composure after really 3 tough exchanges from the center, and they'll get that worked out as we have our kickoff team coming onto the field. The Patriots coaches, I think they're asking for an explanation on that touchdown reception. But as Scott said, Wyatt was on the end there and was eligible.
Right.
He was eligible.
And I don't blame them. They can't see Wyatt from that end of the field, so they're asking for a fair call right there. But it was the right call.
Yep, so that gets us down to 6:18 left to go in this first period as Nick Sanders steps it off. And I believe that's 24 Levi Jett deep, but we're going to pooch it over to the side. And that was a strange play. I don't know why he didn't let it go out of bounds.
It kind of one hand caught it and then stepped out. He could have caught it out of bounds and still been a penalty.
So the Patriots are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 35 as our defense makes their way back onto the field. So a lot of fireworks early on. I mean, the opening kickoff, they had a huge return, but our defense steps it up and stuffs them, and then Max Watson with a big tight end reception all the way down to the 10, and then just a wild and crazy play from Eli Black to number 54, Wyatt Chandler, with a touchdown. So, you know, that's why these games are so exciting. Something like that happens every time. So I'm so glad, again, they have the 8th grader Dax Vaughn up under center. So it's another handoff to the tailback, and we're right there. Cruz Romano, Max Watson, and Hope there to make the tackle. I think it's going to be a no gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, really nice job right there. Lightning are just attacking every hole right now, every position, and they're not letting East Central breathe.
No, not at all.
I will say, number 1, Dax Vaughn, he's a very big 8th grader.
Yes.
He's got a bright future ahead of him. I had the pleasure of getting to watch the JV game here just a few weeks ago. He was on their junior varsity squad, and he just balled out.
Yeah, and that was a great game. Our JV, they showed up and played very well as the Patriots approached the line. Vaughn still up under center. And it's going to be another handoff up the middle. There's plenty of room, but Cruz Romano probably with a touchdown-saving tackle. That was number 2, Nick Nelson, for about an 11-yard gain. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Yeah, so the Lightning ran, I believe, a 4-man front right there, walked the linebacker up. And when you walk that many people up, you're depending that you can get them at the line of scrimmage. And if a hole opens up, they've got a lot of green in front of them.
All right, so Eli Black now in defense, replacing number 7, that is Johnson, for the Evangel Lightning. All right, so the clock is running. We're under 5 minutes here in this first period. And I think that was their first positive gain of the 2 possessions they've had.
They had a play where they gained a few yards last. Yes, they did. It's their first big gain, though.
Yeah. Try to hard count to make it jumps. Another handoff. That's to number 3, Judah Bush. Really nowhere to go. Maybe gain a yard. That's going to bring up 2nd and no, it's no gain. So 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Lightning did a good job of collapsing right there. He ended up tripping over his own teammate, Nick Nelson. But, again, there were several Lightning defenders around there who influenced that play.
Absolutely. Like you said, they're just swarming all over the place. So they get their play from the sidelines. And, again, I'm just so impressed with the crowd that traveled here tonight for Evangel. So they have a wide out coming over to this near side. That's number 4, Henry Lacey. And another handoff. He's trying to bounce it outside. He's got plenty of room. Davis is right there to try to stop him, but not after a big gain. But there is a flag on the play.
Likely going to be holding right here to bring it back. But I will say East Central has done a nice job. They've been bottled up, and a few of their running backs have been able to bounce it to the outside. But I think this one's coming back. Referee signaling holding, I believe. Yep.
A great job by Davis kind of staying at home there instead of charging towards the middle of the field. He stayed in his lane and prevented a big gain. But like you said, that's going to be offensive holding, and that'll bring up 2nd, and it is going to be
probably 2nd and 20, I believe.
Yep, 2nd and 20 for the Patriots. All right, so they get their play from the sideline as the clock continues to roll. A quick first period, kind of like last week. That first period went by so quick.
Well, East Central hasn't thrown the ball yet, so obviously keeping on the ground will kill clock.
Absolutely. All right, so their same formation. And it's a handoff to the fullback, nowhere to go. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Patriots.
Right now, the biggest difference in this game is the Lightning are winning their one-on-one matchups. East Central's offensive line is a pretty big offensive line for what we're used to seeing. They're trying to go man against Woods, Loudon, but our guys are beating them.
Yep, so another 3rd down situation for the Patriots. They have to get something going here to get some excitement on their side of the field. So they have, excuse me, they have a wide out to the far side. Same formation we've seen all night. Eli Black still in the game. And it's a little toss to the side to Nelson. He's trying to cut it back, and he's finding room. Look at him move those legs.
Wow.
A great run. Again, oh, I'm sorry, that was Judah Bush, the junior. So he's got 2 touchdowns so far this year. A great run, but it's still going to be 4th and long, but they're at midfield, so we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
One of those plays where you think if you get about half the yards you need, you go for it. If you don't, you just kick it. But he's run really hard tonight, has Judah Bush. Broken a lot of tackles, and Lightning are getting there. They're getting off their blocks and just not quite able to wrap them up, but still 4th and long here.
Yeah, that's why we see that swarming that's been so effective, getting guys around the ball. This is 4th and 9. So looking to pass. Looks like Bourne, yep, they're going to have a flag, probably holding on Bourne as he just throws it straight into the ground. For an incomplete pass. We will probably decline that penalty. Yep, so Coach Smith is declining that to get our offense out there on the field. So a big stop for the Lightning as they turn it over. And we're going to have the ball on the Patriots' 38-yard line.
I believe they're going to move it back since they're declining the penalty. Be about the 48.
Oh, you're right. That's where the grounding was. So that would have been a spot foul if it was like 3rd. Okay.
That's correct.
All right, so we have it on their 49-yard line. About half the field to go. Just a minute 25 left in this period. The score 8-0. Your Evangel Lightning on top.
Quick nod to number 33 of East Central. That's Cass Mann. He's a freshman, another JV player getting some good reps on varsity.
There's a flag on the play.
Offsides.
Well, it's saying on defense.
Offsides is a defense penalty.
Yeah, but I was saying they're saying on. All right, so the Patriots jumped the gun right there, so that's going to make it 1st and 5 for the Lightning. Moves us up to about the 44-yard line. All right, so we have 2 wideouts to this near side. That's Davis and Hope. And good snap as Eli's looking to throw over the middle, and he's going to overthrow Hope. I wonder if there might have been a little confusion, but he did kind of throw it back on his heels.
So Nick Nelson, number 2, was really the one who caused that incompletion. Came over from the right linebacker slot and rushed on the inside A-gap. And that's a play where they used some slants on the defensive line. They had a 4-man front, backed out of it, and brought a different linebacker.
Yeah, Nick Nelson, one of their top defensive players as well. He has 3.5 sacks so far this season, so that is not surprising that he's getting back there and making trouble for Eli.
And with some youth on the offensive line, you want to be able to confuse them.
It's going to be a fake handoff to Hope. And that same play we opened up with, and Max Watson just off the fingertips. And he had lots of green spaces in front of him. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And again, good use right there of the motion, bringing, I believe that was Trey Hope across the field, leaving Watson eligible, and a little bit overthrown. Just a slight miscommunication on that pass.
Yeah, so that stops the clock with an incomplete pass. As the Patriots really shaking things up on defense, they have a lot of movement on their side, trying to confuse our linemen. As Romano comes out for a breather. Griffith now flanking Eli. Good snaps, a handoff to Griffith, hit immediately, but he's still on his feet, spins out of one tackle as he's trying to move forward. He gets about a yard gain after that, so that's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Lightning.
Yeah, a good defensive drive right here by East Central, obviously besides the penalty. But they've been very aggressive as well on defense, bringing 4 men against a 3-man line with the tight end. And they're getting home on a couple of these.
Absolutely. So the clock rolling down. This will probably be the last play of this period if it's a run play. So we'll see what the Lightning have cooked up right here. It's a big 4th down play early in the game. So snap to Eli. He's rolling to his right, and he gets it. That's going to be a 1st down Lightning. That was over to Ben Davis for a great reception.
Really nice play design right there. You have the 2 receivers to the right. One runs a post, the other runs an out. Hard to cover, and great timing right there by Eli.
Yeah, Eli, great arm, just fires it in there.
Sorry.
Go ahead, bud.
I was gonna say, as you mentioned, he's been having some really good reads lately, and he made the correct one right there.
All right, so the clock's winding down. We'll see if they get the snap off. And they do. And here comes the pressure, overthrown by a pretty big margin. It was intended for Davis on the sideline. That'll bring up 2nd and 10, but that ends the first period. All right, so we're going to flip the field for you as the Lightning come to the side. Scott, do we want to take a quick break?
Yep.
Let's take a quick break. You're watching Evangel Lightning Football.
Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today.
And welcome back to the beginning of the second period. As Davis goes in motion, it's going to be a fake handoff to Griffith. Eli's got a little room, trying to bounce outside. He's still on his feet, trying to hit the edge, but he's going to be knocked out of bounds after about a 13-yard rush, after about an 8-yard rush. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for your Lightning.
Really nice play design right there, using Eli's legs. And so far, the play calling for the Lightning have used a lot of different things. The tight end play, getting receivers involved, running back, Eli. Everything's just kind of working right now.
Yeah, we are firing on all cylinders as we break the huddle. 2 wideouts to this near side. That's Hope and Davis. So there's the snap. Eli's looking to throw. He's got a man deep as Davis. Is it going to be just right? He catches the ball, but he is going to be ruled out of bounds. So great hands by Davis, but it's ruled incomplete.
Really good protection right there. And I want to say Max Watson on the left end did a really nice job. Stood up for just a second. Almost looked like he'd go for the route, keeping the defenders honest on the other side, giving him that extra time.
Yeah, so that brings up 2nd and 10 as Cruz Romano comes into the ball game. And Griffith out to take a breather. And one of the things we didn't get to talk about, but some of the keys to victory was making sure that we protect Eli in the backfield. And like you were just mentioning, we have done that tonight so far. So it's another fake handoff, looking to pass. I'm looking to Watson again as he's tripped up a little bit, but I think it was just too far overthrown. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Lightning.
If anything, it may have prevented an interception right there. There's a man right there in good position. So the Lightning right now, they're running a couple different looks on the offensive line. Right there they had Wyatt lined up as a tight end, almost 2 yards beyond the next offensive lineman. So a couple interesting looks, like I said, just keeping the defense honest here.
All right, so Eli getting the call from Coach Smith as Griffith back into the ball game and Romano out for a break. All right, so Davis kind of in that wing position. And it's a fake handoff to Griffith. Eli hit hard, taken down after about a 3 to 4 yard gain. So that's another 4th and long for the Lightning.
And right there, the offensive line ran almost a zigzag look right there. Eli Mack, and I believe that was Max Watson, were about a yard off the ball, almost getting them into position for the pull.
All right, so things slowed down just a bit for the Lightning as we're looking to get another score right here deep in the Patriot territory. So our wideouts to the time. And I can't tell if Chandler is available now, but he's on the end of the line. And Eli looking to pass over the middle to Hope, and he's overthrown. Looked like he got tripped up just a little bit. So that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Lightning, and the Patriots will take over 1st and 10.
In Eli's face, that would have been a tough throw to make. And I will say a lot of good coverage so far by East Central. They've been man-on-man, whether it's on Trey Hope, Ben Davis, and they've covered extremely well tonight.
Yeah. So some more of those key victories. Stop the run early and neutralize Nick Nelson. I think we've stopped the run early, but Nick Nelson and Judah Bush, they're still dangerous. They're pumping their legs, and they're hard to bring down one-on-one. So they still have number 1, Dax Vaughn, in at quarterback. And it's going to be another handoff. He's trying to get around his eye, but Whitbourne right there to make the tackle after about a 1, maybe 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 9.
Yeah, so far they have been able to neutralize Nick Nelson. It's been Judah Bush so far who's made some of the bigger plays for East Central. And you said Whitbourne, obviously one of the guys who's gotten a lot more reps these past few weeks. He's really made it his own.
Yeah,
and he's showing up tonight.
Yeah,
I believe that's his 3rd tackle.
Yeah, he's been in on a lot of plays so far as they bring in their play from the sideline.
And the Lightning defense right now is doing a good job of being fluid, moving for the position that East Central shows them, where they can play 3-man front, 4-man front, and they've done a really good job with the linebackers.
All right, so they have a wide out to this near side. And there's another handoff. Cruz Romano in there quickly. It looked like a little linebacker blitz. It's going to be a stop for probably another no gain. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, really nice job right there by Cruz. You could see him stepping up right before the play started. He timed it really well, met him in the backfield.
Yeah, and if he doesn't stop that or come and hit that real hard, they were running Davis deep downfield, which is designed to do that for the receiver to spread the field. So great job by Romano. Really just a great defensive call out there by Coach Romano.
You know he's got to be proud of that one, right?
Absolutely. So 3rd and long for the Patriots as they do some last-minute subbing.
Right here I would look for maybe a deep post, maybe a dig route. Something over the middle to spread the Lightning apart a little bit.
All right, so they're in the gun formation this time. First time we've seen that tonight. And there's the snap. He is looking to pass as a rush. Is that Jackson Loudon as he just tries to throw it down. I didn't see a receiver around, but they're just going to say an incomplete pass, so that brings up 4th and 8 in their own territory. I'm guessing they're going to punt right here.
Yeah, number 2, Nick Nelson, he's a running back. He's a eligible receiver right there.
Okay,
so that is a legal play.
Y'all have so much better eyes, and those dark jerseys with dark numbers are not helping me out. All right, so they are in punt formation. The Lightning, again, have no one deep. Actually, they're bringing Davis deep because they don't have any wideouts. They're going to be rushing down the field. Good snap. It's a straight punt right to Davis. Great catch as he's bringing it up the sideline. He's trying to stay on his feet, knocked out at about the 40-yard or the 30-yard line. So the Lightning are going to have great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
He did a really nice job right there reading the ball and was able to get a run up on it when he caught it. And ran about 20 yards after it with it, too.
Yeah. I mean, as a punt receiver, that's what your ideal is, to run up and catch it and have that momentum.
Right.
I almost thought the clock was messed up. It's like, did they start a new period? But it's just stopped right at 8 minutes.
See, my mind is so normalized to JV time.
Yeah.
So I see 8 minutes. I'm like, oh, start of a new quarter.
All right, so it looks like there's a timeout on the Patriots side. So we're going to take a quick break with you. You are watching Evangel Lightning Football.
Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow.
Noble Bank and Trust provides banking and financial services to meet a wide range of business and personal needs. Noble Bank and Trust. Welcome to personal banking.
And we are back right after that break. Great job for our defense. Did not take much time off the clock as our offense is back on the field. And it's going to be a little quick pitch inside to Davis. He's trying to hit the corner. Great blocking by Isaac. And he's taken down. There's a flag. I don't know if he's going to say holding on. Yeah, I think it's I'm guessing it was on Isaac. That's where the flag was.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but it did look like a good block. Really nice job by Griffith to get out there in space, get to the block. Obviously, the penalty called, but it was a good design. So bring up a first and long.
Yeah, so it'll be from the spot. So 15.
One of those weird ones where it's like first and 13, too. It might be.
All right, so the chain say looks like about first and 12, maybe first and 11. As we get another chance at first down. Isaac Griffith flanked off a little more to the side than usual. There's another good snap. Inside pitch to Hope. Great block again by Griffith. Goodness gracious, Matt. As Hope was trying to get around the corner, but he got about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yes, the Lightning right here on this drive have clearly wanted to stretch the field right here, running a couple of the jet sweeps, putting Griffith out there in space to block. And I believe that play picked up about 3.
Well, we were behind the chains. It looks like we're about 2nd and 6 now.
Oh, no, again, more than I thought.
So that is, 2nd and 6. Eli staying in the gun formation. Oh, there's a drop ball, but great job by Davis jumping right back on it. That's going to be a loss.
It's going to be incomplete. It's a forward pass.
You're right. Incomplete pass, so that remains 3rd and it's hard for me to tell down there. Maybe 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5?
About that, yeah. So, again, trying to spread the field a little bit, getting Miles Davis out in space. Just couldn't quite – or Ben Davis, I apologize. Try to get him around that corner. Just couldn't quite hold on.
All right, so open up your 3rd down playbook and see what we have dialed up for the Lightning. Good snap as Eli's rolling to his right, and he's got Davis in step, knocked out of bounds at about the 15, but that results in a first down, Lightning.
Yeah, I was watching Davis at the start of that play, assuming the ball would go to him, and it was a really nice route. Fade like he was going inside on that slant, turned his feet really quick.
Yeah, and great job, Eli, reading that, leading his receiver, catches it in step as Davis comes out for a short breather. Well, I don't know if it's short or not, but he's coming out for a breather as Cruz Romano replaces him.
This defense is tired. A lot of hands on hips.
So another drop snap. Eli tries to stay on his feet, really nowhere to go, and that's going to be about a loss of 4, maybe 5 yards.
Yeah, and that one was a little bit low, couldn't quite hang on to it. Did a nice job not getting sacked on the first play. But right there, you don't want to make things worse. Just go ahead and go down. Smart play by Eli.
Yeah, and one of the things you mentioned as far as some of our keys to victory, exploit the two-way fatigue. They do have a lot of guys that play both ways, and especially against this high-powered Evangel Lightning offense, we're going to wear you out. So the clock still runs. It's 2nd and long. I'm not going to try to guess how many yards that is.
And one thing also, this is a full 100-yard field. It's a lot wider. You can get a lot more tire running side to side here than at home.
Absolutely. So good snap. He's looking to pass. Looking for Davis is wide open, and that's going to be a touchdown, Lightning!
Flag down in the middle of the field. I think it's pass interference on the defense. And that was a really nice route. It was a out and up, wide open. Defender bit on the out, leaving Ben Davis wide open.
Yeah, wide open. So, like you said, I believe that is going to be a defensive flag, most likely interference. So that is a score again for the Lightning. We're going in there for the 2-point attempt.
Make Eli Black's 2nd touchdown throw of the evening. And again, protection has been really good for the Lightning so far. I believe maybe 2 sacks, but a couple off of the snap. So So good job by that front.
So we have the piggy formation. Watson at fullback, Jack Nivens at the tailback position. Kind of the I formation, old school. As Eli rolls out, looking, there he is. So the two-point conversion is good, and that's to Cruz Romano.
No, that's Case and well.
I can't tell if it's a 12 or 13. It is
It's
Romano.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Scott. So that brings your score 16-0. Your Evangel Lightning on top with 5:21 left in this first half. A lot of fireworks early. I hope you tuned in early to see all the excitement that's been happening as our kickoff team getting final instructions from Coach Welch. The Patriots already out on the field ready to receive the ball. We've seen a deep kick and kind of a pooch kick. So we'll see what we have up our sleeve this time.
I'd love to see him kick it through the uprights down there.
It's possible.
About 70 yards.
Man,
Would that be a 70-yard field goal?
That and with a 50-mile-an-hour wind. All right, so Nick Sanders getting ready to step it off. He's actually not stepping it off. He's just at 5 yards. It makes me think, but I'm not going to say it, but it makes me think. Oh, here comes Griffith. And here comes the onside kick, and they let it go out of bounds, so that will be a flag.
So East Central are going to be blessed with good field position here.
Yeah, so we'll see where they mark the ball.
And right here is an important defensive possession. You want to not kill any time here. Let Evangel get the ball at the end of the first half because we also start with the ball.
Absolutely.
Start the second half.
That's a great point.
You can get a two-for right here. So this is a big stand.
All right, so the Patriots start on the 46-yard line on their own side. As, again, they're keeping their 8th grade quarterback, Dax Vaughn, in the game. So, again, they're coming out in kind of an I formation. We've seen most of the night. And it's kind of a pitch, and nobody's there. Oh, great recovery, but swarmed by the Lightning, nowhere to go.
Yeah, the ball kind of hung awkwardly in the air for a second. That was a really nice job right there to kind of salvage what could have been worse play by Judah Bush. And he's had a few of those tonight where he's taken what could have been a couple yards loss and at least gotten a few back from it.
Yeah, and that Lightning Lion pride just swarms to the ball.
And I couldn't tell if it was a toss play or just a inside handoff.
No, it was a toss.
He just looked really close for a toss.
Yeah.
Usually you're lined up a little bit further behind the quarterback. May have just been a miscommunication on the play call.
All right, so that brings up 2nd and 12 for the Patriots as the Lightning D look very hungry right now. And there's a handoff. Nelson trying to get room, lowers his head with a big hit. He's going to gain about 8 or 9 yards on that rush, so that's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Patriots.
And that was just an old school formation. Number 3, I believe that was Judah Bush, hand in the dirt, powered ahead as the lead blocker. And the Lightning defenders all up in the box, just couldn't quite stop that one there.
Yeah. So
I got excited when I see a hand in the dirt.
I think this is kind of a pivotal 3rd down, at least in the first half for the Patriots, as they are scoreless right now as the Lightning are up 16-0. I should probably say 16-0. My nothing is very, very Southern.
You grew up in Alabama, though, right?
I did. So the Patriots taking their time. They may be getting ready to take a timeout.
See, I've been told at work that I don't have a Southern accent.
All right, so the Patriots do call a timeout, and we're going to take a quick break with you. You are watching Evangel Lightning Football.
Noble Bank and Trust provides banking and financial services to meet a wide range of business and personal needs. Noble Bank and Trust. Welcome to personal banking.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988, located in Clanton on Highway 31 just south of historic downtown Clanton.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
And welcome back from that timeout by the Patriots. It is 3rd and short. They are on Evangel's 46-yard line, trying to make something happen. And as we've seen, they have some very strong running backs, but our defense has been swarming to the ball to really stop this run game by the Patriots. As Bush and Nelson are lined up behind the quarterback in the I formation. And kind of a toss pitch, and it's going to be a drop ball. Caleb Woods trying to get there, but here comes Romano and Bourne still trying to take him down. He's on us. No, he gets finally taken down. But just the strength and athletic ability to almost make a play out of that. But that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Patriots.
And we've seen that a couple times tonight with the ball being on the ground. Tried to pick it up and made a couple nice broken tackles. Eventually just too many Lightning defenders. I believe that was Trey Hope to finish him off. And there was space on that play. Had a couple blockers out front. Just couldn't quite hold on to it.
All right, so the Patriots in punt formation. This time Trey Hope deep for Lightning. And a nice high punt for the Patriots. It's going to bounce and roll past Hope out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So your Evangel Lightning will take over on offense at 1st and 10. So another great stop there for the Evangel Lightning defense.
And you know their coach is going to want that play back. 3rd and short, Lightning territory. Pretty crucial down. Just let that one get away from them a little bit.
Yeah, so there's 2:55 left on the clock. I think that's plenty of time for our offense to march down the field to take this to a 3-score game and get the ball in the next half. But as we've seen, the Patriots are not making it easy on this Lightning offense. All right, there's the snap. He's rolling out to his left, and he sees Davis with a great catch. Knocked out of bounds at, we'll say the 40-yard line. So great pass and catch from Eli to Davis. Brings up 1st and 10.
Yeah, like I said, a really nice catch right there. Kind of just snagged it out of the air. Defender for East Central thought he had an easy interception, was getting ready for it, and it was just plucked out of the air by number 3.
Yeah, great hands by Davis. We've seen that all year. Eli to Davis, great combination.
And even after a couple of deep plays from Ben Davis, they're still electing to go into man coverage to be able to send that extra linebacker down on a blitz.
All right, so shotgun formation, 2 wide outs to the far side. They are stacking the box. Nice snap, looking to pass again. Eli's having to roll out. He's got a little room up here on the sideline. He could have tried to cut it up foot. He's down to the 40. He's going to try to spin out of it. He's on his feet, taken down at the 40-yard line. Great legs by number 9, Eli Black. Brings up 1st and 10 for your Lightning.
Yeah, great scramble right there. Had a couple guys downfield. Obviously, they were being covered very well. So really nice improv skills by Eli Black there to find the open field.
All right, so we started out at the 25. We're now on the other 40. Started out with 2:55 on the clock, still in the 2-minute time for our Lightning. And I don't believe, Scott, have we used any of our timeouts?
We've used 2, I believe.
We've used 2?
I believe so.
I think each team has used 1.
1, okay. All right, so Eli in the gun. There's a good snap. And a nice little stop route and a pitch over to Davis. And he's going to try to get around him, but not after a 1st down. They may say that was a forward pass or holding by Cruz. It didn't look like a forward pass.
Well, the flag is pretty far downfield for it to be on the forward pass. Now, this is a play we used to run last year, the hook and ladder.
So, holding, I believe, is the call. I think they called that on Cruz.
Couldn't quite tell. Say pass interference on the offense right there.
Pass interference on the offense.
Maybe in a
Thank
pick
you,
play.
Kirk Stallings. Doing a great job on the camera tonight, keeping me straight. But it's still 1st down for our Lightning. 1st and about 8 to go.
That is a Sawyer Welts out there, number 4 as well.
All right, so we have 4 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. There's a snap, and Eli's just going to try to run it up the middle. There's lots of room. Max Watson looking for a block. Eli skirts to the outside, and he's going to try to keep going outside and shoved out of bounds. It's hard to tell from here, but a great gain, design run for Eli Black brings up 1st down.
So a really nice play design right there. You have a 4-man front versus your 3 offensive linemen. Brought Trey Hope in motion. He was able to pick up the defensive end. You get a man to pull, and then you get Eli one-on-one with the linebacker, and that's what you want to see all day, every day.
Absolutely. Eli wins that game or wins that matchup 9 times out of 10 as there's a minute 37 remaining in this half as we have 1st and 10, and it looks like we're on the 20.
I believe so. You sounded pretty Southern there.
Yeah.
You're like, he wins that game 9 times out of 10. Let me tell you.
All right. Well, that's for all the true fans. All right, so there's a snap, little pitch inside to Davis. Good block outside. He's going to try to get room, and he's pushed out of bounds after about, we'll call it a 3, maybe 4-yard gain for the Lightning. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right there, tried to stretch to the near side of the field. And on that one, a good job by the East Central defenders, knowing where to keep their eyes and being able to run to that side of the field. Yeah,
Lightning in a hurry-up offense. Hand off to Griffith up the middle. Has a little bit of room. Gains about 4, maybe 5. I think he's shy of the first down, so that's going to bring up 3rd down for the Lightning. A minute 20, minute 19, running off the clock.
Would love to see that a little bit more, just the up-the-middle action with Isaac.
All right, so
I believe only a 2nd carry of the game.
Yeah, Griffith runs to the sideline for a little break. Max Watson to the far side along with Davis, and we have Hope and Cruz Romano to this near side as we just break under a minute left in this first half. So Eli looking to run straight again. A little bit of room. He's trying to get outside. Great crack block right there by Cruz Romano, and it's a touchdown, Lightning!
Really nice read right there by Eli Black, and a great job by Cruz Romano not getting the penalty right there. Came in, made a legal block on the play, and it results in a Lightning touchdown.
Results in a Lightning touchdown. I hope we have that on replay. Oh, no. Well, you can go back and watch that. At halftime, go back, watch that great block by number 12, Cruz Romano, as 45 seconds remain on this 2-point attempt.
And that's the sort of stuff that just gets you nothing but praise in the film room.
Yes.
Even though he didn't score the touchdown, he helped it tremendously. Without that block, likely not going to score there.
All right, so looks like Eli Black's going to be right under the center in this double wing set. We haven't seen that since early in the season. And a little inside pitch to Isaac Griffith, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion, which brings your Lightning to 24 and the Patriots 0.
Yeah, and right there, you're just putting Isaac one-on-one with the linebacker. The Lightning like their chances with their guys in that situation, and once again, we see the Lightning come out with a victory in that play.
Yeah, so really, 2:55 was left on the clock when we started, so just 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That's a little math for you, Wesley, that it took to drive 75 yards for the Lightning. So great job on the offense, staying consistent as our kickoff team runs out on the field.
Yeah, really good clock management here by Coach Smith in this half. Also, we didn't need any timeouts there, but did save 2 in case we needed those.
All right, so there's the whistle to signal the kickoff. We've had 3 different styles of kickoff for the Lightning tonight. So I'm kind of on pins and needles, to be quite honest.
I'm calling it a deep kick.
And you said it, deep kick. He gets it at about the 10-yard line, drops it like he did at the first. Here we come to swarm around to Sawyer Welch with the great tackle at the feet. Nowhere to go. So big tackle for number 4, the sophomore, as there's 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, and that's exactly how you're coached to do it. As the smaller player there, you go for the legs. Fantastic form and a great tackle.
All right, so just 40 seconds remain. We'll try to see if the Patriots have any razzle-dazzle up their sleeve to try to get a score before this half is out, because the Lightning get the ball back to start the second half. So they are in the gun formation. So maybe a busted play, nowhere for the freshman quarterback to go. So
yeah,
go ahead, Wesley.
I was going to say, yeah, right there looked like he wanted to hand the ball off, running back not on the same page. The offensive line blocked like it was going to be an inside left A gap. Quarterback thought it might be his own read.
All right, so just 15 seconds remain. We'll see if they get the playoff.
This might be their first look in the spread.
Mm-hmm. They do get the snap off, so this will be the last play. He's trying to go way downfield, nowhere to throw as Johnson's trying to run him down, and he is pushed out of bounds. That will exceed the clock. So after this first half, your Evangel Lightning up 24-0 over the East Central Patriots. Wesley, tell me about that first half.
Yeah, so the first word that comes to my mind is aggressive. The Lightning defense maybe gave up 2 first downs in the whole first half. This starts with the linebackers, whether it's David Johnson, Cruz Romano, Max Watson. They've been making great plays when they need to. The Evangel offensive line has been the staple of the offense. They've given Eli Black nothing but time with 2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown, and Cruz Romano with a key block there at the end to extend the lead.
All right, so it looks like they have some type of presentation before the 2 cheerleading squads.
I believe this is their homecoming game, so they may have a couple extra
Well, that might be the
festivities.
basketball team.
It could be.
All right, so we're going to turn it over to the camera and see what our cheerleading squad has for us tonight.
I think we had a false start.
Yeah, false start. Showing respect for the other sideline as they're having a presentation on the far sideline for the Patriots. So congratulations to that team over there.
And you always love the homecoming week, full of festivities, especially for the students. And I remember, obviously, my couple of years there. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year. Especially if you're a senior, too. It's extra special. It's your last one.
Right.
I would imagine you being a parent, it was probably pretty big last year.
Oh, it's so great to, you get to showcase your kids and their talents, and you're there with them the whole season. I mean, obviously you guys put in the physical work, but, as parents and guardians, we love watching all the kids out there and see the bonds that they make and the way they improve from game 1 to the end of the season. There's something about it. There's something about sports that just, for a parent, just allows you to glow inside. So it's so much fun as we prepare for homecoming next week. And if you're listening and you can come out, make sure you come early, because it will be a packed crowd at Clayton O'Neill Field in Montevallo, Alabama next week. Lots of students that will be celebrating homecoming and all the festivities that go with it.
Might also recommend a couple folding chairs as well, because those bleachers also not just parking spaces, but sitting space.
Absolutely. That's a very good point. So if you haven't been to a game at Clayton O'Neill Field ever or in a while, please come out and support our Evangel Lightning. So great presentation for the Patriots as our Evangel Lightning cheerleaders take to the field to showcase their talents. Great job by our Evangel Lightning cheerleaders showcasing their talent and all the work that they put in week after week. And you don't always see it during the game, but they're on the sideline firing up, especially the student section, helping this crowd get into it as our auxiliary team goes out on the field for their performance.
Nice performance there by the Evangel Color Guard. We will take a break and be right back. Before we leave, though, we want to mention our second quarter period sponsors for you: Window Wonders 205 and Healthy Harvey's in Pelham, Alabama. So you're watching Lightning football. Good guys up 24-0. We'll be right back. With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to planning for your future. Chandler Financial Group understands that your financial goals are unique and your needs are going to change at various stages of your life. With over 28 years of experience in financial services, they can help you tailor a financial plan that meets your unique needs. Call Chandler Financial Group today at 205-620-9499 to schedule your free initial consultation. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. Commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning! Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with the American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts.
With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to planning for your future. Chandler Financial Group understands that your financial goals are unique and your needs are going to change at various stages of your life. With over 28 years of experience in financial services, they can help you tailor a financial plan that meets your unique needs. Call Chandler Financial Group today at 205-620-9499 to schedule your free initial consultation. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. Offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. Commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning! Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate. All right, I want to take this moment to mention Life Science Blood Stop. Life Science Plus is a leader in advanced wound care technology. They are committed to developing and marketing innovative total wound care solutions. Their patented best-in-class flagship product, Blood Stop 9 Advanced Hemostat and Wound Heal, utilizes game-changing technology for both acute and chronic wound care. So we are a little over a minute to go at half, and Lightning are up 24-0, getting warmed up in the far end zone. And again, if you didn't hear earlier, we are having some upload data quality issues with the live stream. So at times you will see some choppiness, some glitchiness in the stream, and we will just deal with that the best we can, and we apologize, but we are in a bit of a internet black hole here at Clay City Park in Pinson. So about 45 seconds to go. Coach is talking to the team over there, and we will take one more break to hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt.
It's a lifestyle.
Right, and welcome back to the second half. Wesley, first half thoughts? Solid football.
Yep, solid football. Really not any big mistakes by really either team, but right now Lightning just executing better. Play calling has been really solid. They're spreading the field both vertically, horizontally, just moving the ball at will. And to start, just one random side note to go off of what Scott was talking about, the blood stop. During my summer camp this year, they came and trained us how to clean wounds. So a very effective group, and highly recommend looking into them.
Yeah, so you would think that the Patriots, once they get the ball back, they might have to start going to the air. It is 24-0, but we see in 8-man football that is not – you're not necessarily safe right there. But the Evangel Lightning receiving team out on the field for the first time tonight. We have Trey Hope deep for the Lightning as the Patriots are ready to kick it off. And in their film, they kind of do a variety of different kicks. Onside, pooch, deep kick. And so that is number 15 for them. So I get my paperwork out here. Andrew McGowan, a junior. And so kind of a pooch kick up the middle. Cruz Romano with the hands had a touchdown last game. And he's juking and jiving, and he is pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So the Lightning will take over 1st and 10.
And like you mentioned, the lead is not safe, 24 points. You want to say it's safe, but also with the amount of times we've seen the ball be on the ground at times, really one big turnover, East Central at home, they get the momentum, and they can get rolling like that. This is a really good football team.
Absolutely. So we already have our 4 wideouts spread 2 to the far side, 2 to this near side. Big Max Watson on that far side, so keep an eye on him.
And look for quarterback run here.
So they have 4 guys in the box. And, yes, Eli looking for room up the middle, nowhere to go as he was brought down by number 2, Nick Nelson, their leading tackler on the defense.
And right there, a 4-man front. You're trying to spread the defense out, but just straight up blocking right there. And with the extra man, East Central able to snuff it out.
Yep. All right, so
usually that's what – sorry to interrupt, but it's just that's usually a play where they bring someone in motion to help out. Definitely a different play call than we've seen in the first half.
Yep, so that remains going to be 2nd and 10 for the Lightning. Eli Black alone in the backfield again, same formation. Again, they have 4 guys in the box. And Eli looking to quick pass over here to Hope. He's got some room down the sideline, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 44. That's going to result in a 1st and 10 for your Lightning.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays where you just keep the defense honest with a screen right there. And another really nice block by Cruz Romano tonight. He's really showing out.
Yeah, he's one of those top 3 players we called out tonight that have just shown so much improvement over this since the beginning of the year, and really even last year, because Cruz had some playing time last year. But again, we're in this spread offense set. Eli alone in the backfield. Again, they have 4 guys on the front. And it's a snap, and he's going to be a straight run, and he outruns the defense. He's got room up the sideline. He's going to try to beat him. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, knocked out of bounds by number 4, Henry Lacey. So a big gain for Eli Black.
If you look there at the line of scrimmage, a crucial block by Eli McDonald, number 77. I believe that was number 40 he took out on the play, who was right there on Eli. You could hear the coaches from the sideline saying, "Get him, Eli," and he did right there. So a really nice play.
Yeah, so a lot of excitement on the sideline. As Wesley just said, these coaches are coaching constantly, not just when they're in the huddle, but throughout the play. As we come again to this spread offense, as we're knocking on the door again on the Patriots. Now to Hope, he's got a little bit of room down the sideline, but he's going to be knocked out of bounds after about, I'm going to say about a 5-6 yard gain.
And what that is really is an extension of the run game. Almost like a jet sweep. You throw it out there, get him in space, and it's worked really well right now, getting it in the hands of whether it's Ben Davis, Trey Hope. You're putting him one-on-one with a block, and you feel pretty confident about it.
Yeah, and I see a setup coming up from this play, maybe a fake screen pass, and Eli going the other way. So we'll see what they have cooked up their sleeve as it's 2nd and about 5. So Eli again takes off up the middle. There's really nobody there to stop him. That's going to be a touchdown! Lightning.
Really nice play design right there. And again, that whole drive running the 4 receivers out wide. And what that does is it opens up the middle of the field right there. East Central has ran that 4-man front. Evangel will pull the guard to stop him, putting Eli in the one-on-one situation. And like we said all night, I will take Eli in most of those situations.
Absolutely. So a quick lightning strike right there for our offense. So that makes the score 30-0 as we have this 2-point attempt coming up.
Lightning perfect on 2-point conversions tonight.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Well,
that's something we've very much improved on.
You say that. Here we go.
And nice pass to Cruz. He's all over him, and there's the flag. Looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference, so we'll get another chance at this. As looks like they're bringing in the piggy formation. I see Jack Nivens heading out onto the field along with Nick Sanders.
Almost an example of announcer's curse right there. May have to mute Scott the rest of the night.
No, Scott had it. And the reason that's important is just all season we've struggled.
You can't mute the producer.
That's right.
He can mute me.
He's the boss. All right, so we have the I formation, Watson at fullback, Jack Nivens in the tailback position. And it's going to be a handoff to Nivens. There's room up the middle, and he gets across the line for a 2-point conversion for your Lightning, and that makes row. And I know it's kind of different year after year if we get the hot clock.
Isn't it 40 this year in conference?
In conference, so 40 is the magic number for a hot clock.
So that'll be another 2-point conversion after a score for the Lightning.
Yep, so as Scott, the producer, said, we are perfect tonight on our 2-point conversions. I like seeing, and what that builds confidence in the team because this, as we get into the playoffs and the state finals, those are going to be so important against the teams we go up against.
And I will say one thing that kind of differentiates this Evangels team versus years past is this team is very honest about who they are. They move northwest. They move from side to side. They're not terribly tricky, and they just beat you one-on-one.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of team that I feel like I would feel most comfortable about because I feel like they're so flexible.
Yeah. We're not tricky until we throw it to Wyatt Chandler, number 54, for our first touchdown of the night. And another deep, deep kick for Nick Sanders. That's going to go past Nick Nelson as he picks up the ball. He's got a head of steam. Again, is that Sawyer Welch with a big tackle? That's the second big tackle on the kickoff team tonight.
Might call him the kickoff merchant after tonight.
That's right.
He's earned himself a nickname. But going back to what we were talking about, the trick plays, we've seen kind of in the past, whether it was Kay Joyner, Kemp Swords, we saw a little bit more of the passing around, flea flickers and stuff. Not quite as much this year, but I think that works to our benefit.
Yes. So the Patriots break the huddle for the first time tonight, or on the second half for their offense, and I believe that is still number 1, Dax Vaughn. We haven't seen their other quarterback, number 16, Barrett Weems, in the game yet at quarterback. So another handoff up the middle, hit hard immediately, but he's kicking his legs as Eli Black takes him down for about a 1-2 yard loss.
And that was Max Watson on a linebacker blitz that hit him first, disrupted the play. And so far throughout this game, Coach Clairemont has been very aggressive with his linebacker blitzes, and more times than not, they've paid off. With the first person hitting the runner, it's usually a linebacker on that blitz.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen a lot more blitz tonight than we have at the beginning and middle of this season. So, again, a lot of different looks for our defense as it's 2nd and 11 for the Patriots.
And like I said before the game, this is a team that is very, very run heavy. You're able to be more blitz heavy in that situation.
All right, so they're in the gun this time. 2 wide outs to the far side. And they are looking to pass. It's going to be a kind of a screen pass. High pass. Is that going to be a fumble? No, they do call it an incomplete pass, so that's going to make it 3rd and 11 for the Patriots.
Pulled one right out of the Lightning's playbook right there, just a little bit high for him. And you got to think, when you don't throw it a ton throughout the game, you're not as warm, you're not quite as ready to throw. Could be hurting him at this point in the game.
Yeah, so that incomplete pass stops the clock at 8:20.
It almost reminds me, their offense, a little bit of the last 2 years of Navy. A lot of running the football, some passing through the air, but making their biggest gains on the ground.
Well, they are the Patriots.
There's a lot of Patriots that we play. Is this the 4th this year, 5th?
All right, so there's the snap. He's looking to pass again, and here comes Woods, and he's going to bring him down for a sack and about a 5-yard loss. It's going to make it 4th and long for the Patriots.
And you can just hear the sideline erupt when they see Big Woods get that sack Always love to see a big man get that one.
Yeah,
and he's been just a disrupting force in the middle all game.
All game.
Just stopping the run, because when you run up the middle and you see big number 99, that's not the hole you want to go through.
All right, so they are lined up in punt formation deep in their own territory, the punter on the 5-yard line, as Ben Davis is deep for the Lightning. So good snap. Another good high punt as we let it bounce on about the 40, and we're going to let it go. And we're going to get the ball right at midfield. So your Evangel Lightning offense back at it again. The score 32-0. Your Lightning over the Patriots.
That was one thing on that last play. It didn't really affect it, but Henry Lacey and Eli Black had quite the collision at the line of scrimmage. You could hear it from here. That just shows the heart of Eli.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single play, even on a punt like that, doesn't even get close to it. He's giving his all. And that's just the mentality of the Lightning these last few weeks.
Absolutely. Just really driving that mentality in week after week. As we have Sawyer Welch in the wideout position, playing a little bit off the line. So it's a rollout pass for Hope looking there. Hope kind of gets it to Welch. Welch trying to get upfield after about a 4-yard gain. So Trey Hope in at quarterback to get a completion. Maybe giving Eli a little bit of rest since he was in there on defense.
Right there, I believe they sent an extra blitzer. Looked like Eli Mack couldn't quite hold it up. So they had a free runner at the quarterback, but a nice improv play.
Yes. So number 16, Jackson Morris in the game at wideout along with Welch. So a handoff to Griffith up the middle. He's bouncing around. He's going to gain about 3 yards on that, so it's going to be 3rd and short.
And that's where he's really progressed this season. We saw kind of at the beginning, he would almost kind of stop when he got hit. This year he's driving, these past few weeks he's been driving and just churning for more yards.
All right, so Hope gets the play from the sideline. Clock rolls down, 6:22. So Morris and Welch again, wide out. This time Welch playing the far wide out. Good snap as Hope getting around the corner. There's pressure. He's trying to get upfield. Did he get the first down?
I believe he did.
They're going to mark it 4th down. So it's going to be 4th and inches for the Lightning.
So right there you run what you call a tiger formation, which is where the offensive line all sifts right. And with that, obviously you're having all your receivers go to the right. That can create a few gaps and holes in the line. We saw that right there. Not a ton of time to throw.
All right, so Trey Hope still in at quarterback in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a little inside toss to Welch, and I believe he's hit hard, but I don't think before he got to the first down line to gain. Welch trying to help the placement.
He tried to set it a little bit forward.
So they're going to say he did not get the first down, so a turnover as the Lightning offense exit the field. The defense goes on. So the Patriots take over 1st and 10 from their own, we'll call it 40-yard line.
And that's been a successful play so far for the Lightning, flipping it ahead to the guy in motion. But East Central, really good job by their linebackers to sniff it out, hit it at the line of scrimmage and did not let it go further.
All right, so the Patriots staying in the gun formation. As we mentioned, they're going to the air a little bit more to try to get something started for their offense. So a little screen pass tipped by Watson for an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
A nice little sit-down route in the middle there by number 8. Can't quite see the number on that one. And just, like I said, was that tipped?
Yeah, it looked like Watson got his hand in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Couldn't quite see from my angle.
8 is Micah Smith, who is their lead receiver for the Patriots, but hasn't seen a whole lot of action tonight.
Yeah, they've just kind of sat him out in the spread look. If you kind of watch film, they like to move him around, bring him in motion, but East Central's been pretty much just line up, snap the ball, and run it right down your throat.
Yep, so they break the huddle. And they're lined up in the gun formation, 2 wideouts to the far side. 88 is eligible over here. So looking to pass over the middle, and they are going to call a flag. I believe that's on Watson. He may have gotten a hand on him early. So we'll see what they call here. So pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, so I'm trying to look at the replay right here.
Yeah, so that gives the Patriots a first down, and Alex Martin, number 10, now in for the Lightning.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I didn't see any contact on that receiver on the replay.
Might have been on Romano, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe I was just looking at Watson.
All right, so again in the gun. And it's a handoff to number 3, Judah Bush, as Johnson and Martin are right there for no gain, and Max to finish it off. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
And Max Watson, he's been all over the field tonight, been very aggressive. When he goes in for the tackle, he's got a big frame. You're not getting out of it.
Right. Yeah, so great job by Alex Martin right there and Johnson to be the initial tacklers, as it's 2nd and 11 for the Patriots.
And like you talked about, that's just been the story of the game, is the linebackers for the Lightning just crashing down. And a fantastic job tonight by the defensive ends. May not be making all the tackles, but they're keeping everything contained up the middle.
Absolutely. So they line up again in the gun. So a high snap. He's looking to pass. Oh, and it bounces. He was wide open. That was attempted number 4, Henry Lacey. So that's incomplete and brings up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, it was a good route. And like I said earlier, just when you don't throw a ton, you're not warm, hard to make those passes.
Yeah, so a good route right there. We were playing off him a little deep. Gave him a little bit of a cushion.
You would think right here they would probably walk up Case and Venables, who I believe is at corner. Not give him all that space.
Yeah, Kaysen with 18 tackles on the year.
This is his first year as well, so very impressive.
All right, so the snap again, looking to pass. This little out route, and I heard a whistle over there.
And I guess the play is still live.
Yeah, the head referee saying he was down. There is a flag. I don't know if they're going to say Romano had his hands on him.
Yeah, it looked like Romano hit him right before the ball got there. I think he did catch it, though, but I believe he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, but there was a whistle. I don't know if it was inadvertent, but it was a whistle all the same, so that does kill the play. And they are calling defensive pass interference. So that got the Patriots sideline a little fired up over there. So they're waving the flag off, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
Actually, going to say he did not come down inbounds with the ball there.
But they're saying it's still remaining 3rd down. I don't know if it's because of the whistle.
So the down, I believe, does not count here.
Yeah, so a little bit more intricacies in the rules right there. And, you know, when you're a ref and you're out there with the whistle in your mouth, sometimes you exhale a little harder than you need to.
But if it's not a penalty, it should be the next down.
That's what
yeah.
All right, so it's 3rd and 11. High snap, it's going to be behind him. Here comes Witt, 56, trying to take him down. Here comes Nivens, and he just throws it away.
Yeah, that is a running back, so it is a legal throw.
Yep.
Almost made a really big sack right there.
Yeah, the senior, number 56, Whit Bourne, who we talked about at pregame, just all over him. But a great job by the quarterback to get out of that and kind of throw it away, but it's still going to bring up 4th and long. But with the score right here and deep in the 3rd period, they are keeping their regular offensive team out on the field.
And this just puts East Central in an uncomfortable position that they don't want to be in, which is a pass, which is going to have to be a pass play right here.
So he is looking to pass. Here comes Whitborn again. Deep, wobbly pass in the air, and it's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be a turnover down, so your Lightning will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Yeah, and right there, had some time right there, just not a well-developed enough route. And like I said, a little bit of a duck through the air.
All right, so the chains are getting lined up over here, and Trey Hope will remain at quarterback as we want to make sure that Eli Black is rested and taken care of for the upcoming games. All right, so Nick Sanders and Johnson to the far side. Welch and Morris to this near side. So Hope with a straight draw. He's trying to make some room, cuts back, hit hard by number 2. That's Nick Nelson.
He came up hurt, too.
Yeah, holding his wrist and arm. Hopefully just kind of hit his bone right there and more just for a bruise type hit.
I believe his arm may have gotten driven into the ground on the tackle. Hopefully, like you said, just a bruise right there.
All right, so Eli Black back in the game at quarterback. It is 2nd and 9 after a hard-fought run by Trey Hope. There's a snap. Eli looking to take it outside. There's really nobody there. Can he outrun one guy? He's trying to. He's still on his feet, but pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, so that's going to bring up. Oh, there's a flag on the field.
It's going to be holding, I believe.
So waiting on the call from the official. I didn't see what he motioned to the other sideline.
I believe they said it was a hold from what I heard on the field.
Okay.
Could be wrong on that.
Oh, they're marking off 5 yards.
It said number 77. So that's Eli McDonald.
Unless I guess he may have been downfield.
Could have been.
All right, so that brings up 2nd and 15 for the Lightning. Trey Hope still getting worked on the sideline. Tough kid, doesn't look like he's in a lot of pain right now, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, in a game like this, if you get banged up, smart to just sit down, let the rest of the game play out. Don't want to further strain anything.
Absolutely.
So a smart decision right there.
So Nick Sanders flanking Eli Black in the backfield. So it's going to be a handoff. No, that's Johnson around the side, lowers his head, gets about a 7-yard gain, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Really nice play right there by James Wolf. So East Central had a 4-man front, brought in an extra linebacker blitzer. A great job to pick it up, which allowed the space right there for a good pickup. And James has really progressed these last couple games. Obviously a few snap issues tonight, but no protection issues from him whatsoever.
Absolutely. Yeah, great blocking on the offensive line as we're down to about 1:30 left in this 3rd period. Eli rolling out, looking for room. He sees Sawyer Welch just over the hands of Welch for an incomplete pass. Brings up 4th and 8 for the Lightning.
Yeah, when you're used to throwing to, Ben Davis, got a longer reach.
Yeah, so
I heard that one a little bit.
Good news, Trey Hope off the bench on the sideline. Looked like he was begging coach to let him go back in, but I think they're making the right call. Let him get some rest. Eli Black heading to the huddle. It looks like we're going for it. This is typical of our Lightning. We're in 4-down territory. I would say once we're past the 30-yard line, Lightning is in 4-down territory.
I don't believe we punted tonight either.
All right, so Eli looking to pass again. Welch is wide open down the sideline, makes the catch. Go, Welch, go. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown, Lightning.
Really nice play design right there. You roll it out to the right, give your receiver plenty of time to go downfield. Eli Black did take a really big shot after the play. Looks to be fine. But what a play by Welch.
I mean, just all alone, and that's where you get scared. Just nobody's around you, nothing but green pastures. But he came down, looked that ball in, caught it with his hands. Hey, and for those young kids who may be out there watching, great job using the hands instead of trying to cradle it into the shoulder pads. Just great technique by the young man out there as we are looking for a 2-point conversion as the Lightning are up 38-0.
And they have started a hot clock here. The clock is running.
Yep. So the piggy formation, Watson and Nivens. Little toss pitch to Jack Nivens, trying to get outside, but tackled by number, is that 8 or 9?
I believe that's number 9 on the defense.
So
no, that's 8, sorry.
Yeah, Micah Smith. So as the clock winds down to end your third period, your Evangel Lightning are up 38-0. Scott, do we want to take a quick break?
Yep, we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Lightning football. Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief and loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com.
And welcome back as our kickoff team is on the field. Nick Sanders taking a 7-yard drop to start this fourth period.
I'm calling a squib.
And there's a squib kick called by Wesley Holmes, and they're going to let it roll out of bounds at the 25. 22 and 16 coordinated rolls on the field. That looked fantastic.
There's a play by some Dolphin defenders who did that a few years ago, doing their best impression of them right there.
Just want to mention real quick, our third quarter period sponsors were Enhanced Dental and Chandler Financial Group.
All right, so they're going to elect to have us kick it again, so we'll drop back. Is that a 10 or a 5-yard penalty?
It should be a 5. Well, maybe 10 because it's a full field. I believe it's going to be 5 here.
Yeah, so they'll be kicking off from the 35.
Well, I'm 2 of 2 so far. I don't think I'm going to touch that. I'll leave with a perfect prediction.
All right, so we'll see what they have up their sleeve or what he has up his foot this time as the clock continues to roll. So the fourth quarter has started, but nothing's happened, and a minute has gone off the clock. So it looks like the same result out of bounds at the 37 this time.
All this is doing is just taking all the clock off.
Yep, and so they're going to take the penalty again. This time he'll be kicking off from the 30.
I believe it was Bill Belichick a couple of years ago figured out if you could keep just getting penalties, the clock would keep rolling. The NFL ultimately decided to ban that.
All right, so if you're watching, the clock is still rolling. We have not had one play outside of the kickoff in this fourth quarter. So he's lined up just 5 yards deep, and it's going out of bounds again by the iron leg, Isaac Griffith.
Scott, have you ever seen this before?
No, I don't think I have.
This is new for me.
So Coach Smith calling the kicking team over for some last-minute instructions. Keep it in bounds, guys. I don't know if that's what he said. That's what I would have said.
We could be going for a record here for out-of-bounds kicks. That might be the idea.
I would kick it onside again, but try to keep it in bounds and see if we get it.
Absolutely. So we are backed up to the 25 now. So 15 yards worth of penalties and almost 3 minutes rolled off the clock. All right, so right up the middle as number 2, that's Nick Nelson, looking to make something happen. Still on his feet as he gets out of the reach of Welch. Whitbourne trying to take him down. Just great legs and movement. He returns it to the 25.
Wow.
So it's going to take over 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Boy, he is hard to take down, isn't he?
He is so hard to take down.
Got a lot of new faces out there on defense. It's number 64. Yeah, I believe that's Lumen.
Yep, Connor Lumen.
I believe he may be the only. And Zach Davis, number 24 at linebacker.
Yep.
So let's think about it. If they took the ball at the original out of bounds, it would have been way back there. So this probably is more offense than they've had all night.
Yeah.
So the first play of the 4th quarter starts out with 8 minutes and 38 seconds.
It'd be about a 30-yard gain, I believe.
So looking to pass, and he's wide open. That's number 15, and he's going to get in for a quick score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now, will that kill the hot clock, Scott? No, okay.
So the Patriots on the board, 38-6. And it looks like Hope just got lost out there as number 15 for them. That is Anderson McGowan, a junior for the Patriots.
Yeah, right there, not a complicated route, just ran a go. Like I said, Trey Hope just got a little bit behind, and it was a really nice throw as well.
Oh, it was a great throw.
Right in the basket. Can't ask for better than that.
Now this team is a kicking a point after attempt team.
You don't see that too often. That's the guy who caught the touchdown kicking it as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, Andrew McGowan, absolutely.
I can't say I've seen someone
get a
catch
total
a
of 7 points right here if you can.
If there was fantasy football for high school, that would be really nice.
All right, so there's the snap. It's up, and it's going to be wide to the left, so the kick is no good. A lot of pressure coming off the side for the Lightning.
Yeah, I don't think it was blocked, but like you said, I think the pressure definitely influenced that ball to go a little wide. Well, we ran one play in the 4th quarter and about 5 minutes.
Yep.
I don't know. I guess do kickoffs count as plays or no?
Not until the receiver touches it.
Right.
Not until the receiver touches it.
No, I'm sorry. That's just when the clock starts.
Yeah.
But no, they do not count as offensive plays.
All right, so we are already under 7 minutes as our receiving team goes out on the field for the 2nd time tonight. Trey Hope is deep. And I would imagine they will try to do an onside kick right here or maybe a pooch and try to run up under it as our Lightning are setting up to receive this ball. So it is a deep kick. Hope having to go back some. And he's got a little bit of a wall in front of him. He's got some room. There's a hole right in the gap. He's trying to get down the sideline, trying to beat the kicker, but tackled out of bounds in Lightning territory at the 49-yard line.
I believe there's a flag out, though, that I saw. Probably going to be either blocking the back or holding. It's going to be holding on the Lightning.
All right, so that negates a great return by Trey Hope.
I think it's still going to be a decent field position, maybe at the 30. Yeah, so not
You're right.
Even with the penalty, a good return.
All right, so swapping off the ball as number 65 for us. I don't have him on. Is that the?
Okay, so I did learn their full names this last week. That is, yes, 65 is John Miller Harvey.
Okay.
And 67, Samuel, I'm blanking on the last name.
Right,
Samuel Doris. Samuel Doris.
Oh, great.
That's correct.
All
I almost said Darcy in my mind.
We break the huddle. Eli right up under center. Welch behind him. Johnson behind Welch. As we're below 5 minutes left. And it's a dropped exchange from Johnson to Eli. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
I believe that's Connor Lumen snapping the football, too. So a whole new offensive line.
All right, so we break the huddle. Eli Black out, Trey Hope in at quarterback. Going to be right up under center. So, hit immediately. I couldn't see who that was, but Hope had nowhere to go as number 6, Grayson Holmes, enters the game. And it's 3rd and long for the Lightning as the clock goes below 4 minutes.
Yeah, and right there, it's maybe a miscommunication at the line of scrimmage on the offensive line. That is, just letting a man go free.
All right, so a long way to go for the Lightning as Hope is in at quarterback.
Late substitution by the Patriots here.
Yep. Holmes lined up at the tight end position. And he turns a great block, gives him room to get outside, but a great tackle as Hope gains about a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Lightning.
Yeah, good job by Holmes right there to set the block to the edge, but just too many East Central players around. Looks like the Lightning going to get into punt formation here.
All right, so the clock still rolls as Trey Hope drops deep for the Lightning. And that looks like number 5, I believe, Brennan Brasher, deep to receive for the Patriots. A little bit of a lower snap. Great high punt by Hope as he comes down with a good catch and hit hard right at the 49-yard line. So your Evangel Lightning defense head to the field with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, that was a really nice punt right there. Had a lot of airtime, so gave the Lightning defenders plenty of time to get down there and make a nice tackle.
All right, so your score 38-6, Evangel Lightning on top. As number 16, their quarterback, Bear Weems, in the game. He's a junior, and he's 20 of 44 this season. So a handoff to the ball's on the ground, and the Evangel Lightning are going to recover the ball. That's recovered by number 24, Zach Davis.
No, that's Preston Pope, number 40,
oh,
right there.
Thank you.
One of our younger players. He's just a sophomore this year. Comes and plays double duty sometimes for JV, so really cool to see him get one.
All right, so Lightning offense take over 1st and 10 right at midfield. Offense getting some last instructions from the coach. They head out onto the field. As the clock continues to roll.
Zach Curtis, number 11, enters the ball game.
Yeah, he is the far side receiver. Holmes again at the end position. Nice handoff up the middle. He's got a little bit of room, but about a 5-yard gain for number 26. That's Jackson Bourgeois, the sophomore.
It might just be one more play left in this one. Under a minute left to go. Got to think the Lightning aren't trying to score here.
All right, 45 seconds remaining in this ball game. As the Lightning take their time getting up to the line. Trey Hope in at quarterback. In the I formation with Sawyer Welch.
This might just be a kneel down.
Yeah. And it is a handoff to Bourgeois and taken down immediately. So that'll bring up 3rd and 7. But we're going to let the clock run out. And another great, solid win for the Evangel Lightning, 38-6. Not as many fireworks here in the second half, but that's because we scored. We had a hot clock, but a solid game for both our offense and defense.
Yeah, really good game right there, of course, by Lightning on both sides. Saw a lot of aggression by the defense, probably the best we've seen this season. Offense executed very well, especially the offensive line. And these are things that are crucial this time of year to make a deep playoff run, to go down to Panama and succeed anywhere we go. And, yeah, just an overall great win for the Lightning.
Yeah, and, you know, our defense was strong, but a great job by the Patriots. They have some strong backs over there in Nick Nelson and Judah Bush. And they are just a junior and a sophomore. Nick Nelson, the sophomore. So they have a bright future ahead of them as we look to next week as we take on, is it Trinity. for homecoming weekend. So come early, bring family, friends. Everybody come out and support your Evangel Lightning. If you're an alum, come out. It's so exciting to see your school coming out here and perform week after week after week and continue to improve week after week. Again, our coaches do a great job every week preparing our team as we have our final regular season home game of the year, and then we start the playoffs. Wesley, do you have any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I was going to say, agreeing with you on talking about the youth, not just on East Central, but also Evangel. Not a ton of seniors on the field tonight. So a lot of these guys are going to see each other, and we're going to have a lot of entertaining matchups through the years. Yeah. Very excited to see it.
And I know we don't ever have a play of the day, but I'm calling the play of the game opening touchdown to wideout number 54, Wyatt Chandler. So we have had so much fun calling this game for you tonight. Kirk, Stallings on the camera, Scott Stafford producing and running the stream. I'm Matt Holmes, been your play-by-play. Wesley Holmes been the color analyst for us. Scott, you do such a great job ending it. I'm going to let you close us out.
All right, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and again, we apologize for the streaming issues. Be back home at the Sports Complex, Clayton O'Neill Field next week, where we have excellent service. So if you have to watch it, if you can't make it out, watch the YouTube live stream. Until then, we appreciate you tuning in. Our time is up. We thank you for yours. You've been watching Evangel Lightning Football. Good night, everyone, and strike lightning.